We need to talk.
We're having a moment here.
Yeah, I'm literally crying.
We can talk about all the goals I scored, all the games I played in, but achieving equal pay is by far one of my most proud moments in my life. We don't have as big of a case if we don't win.
Yeah.
And like, almost like shove it in their face, like, see, we told you. Mm-hmm.
224 international appearances, an illustrious career, a decorated career, so many stories to be told through jerseys. Welcome to a very, very special video with Alex Morgan.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hello.
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm Ellis. I'm a football kit fanatic, and this is basically my second home, essentially.
And I'm Rose. I'm a huge U.S. Women's National Team fan, so this is like an honor to be here with you today and talking to you.
Thanks guys, thanks Alice and Rose. This is a beautiful store, and I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah.
If we're going to start with your career, I think we need to go back to way back when.
Yeah.
And we're here to talk about kits. Can I ask you, what was the first kit you ever owned?
Ooh, first kit I ever owned. Let's see, I want to say it was a Barcelona kit.
Okay.
Classic, and probably didn't get into like owning kits or like collecting until maybe I was like late teenager, 17, 18. And Barcelona was on their tear, you know, 2006, 7, 8. So that was definitely it.
So were you a Barcelona fan?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Way more fun than being a Leeds fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So when you were growing up, which players did you look up to? Like, who were your inspirations?
The reason I actually wear the number 13 is because of Christine Lilly, who wore 13 she actually has the most caps, I want to say, ever, both male or female, something probably over 300, which is, it's wild.
Yeah.
And she scored a lot of goals, and just was a mainstay on the national team forever. So I looked up to her. Mia, when I got on the team, also Abby Wambach, so.
Yeah.
There we are.
So what are the chances of that?
Okay, good to know for when you say I could have a jersey later. I know where to go.
Yeah, so I think we can, I'll put this one over here for now. That could be one that you take for later on. We'll leave that there.
When you were growing up, I know that you tore your ACL when you were younger, and that was probably so jarring in the moment to like face that, but then not even that much longer after that, putting on the U.S. Women's National Team kit for the first time in a game against Mexico when it was snowing, which is so weird to think about.
Snowing,
yeah. I mean, it was probably like easier for you guys though than Mexico, especially
I don't
because
know, I'm from California, so I had never played in the snow before, and it was my first cap. It was
really.
It was really weird, and I got off the field. Okay, so I come in the second half, I think at halftime, so I get a good 45 minutes, and I come off of the field after the game, and the coach is laughing at me. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? And she's like, you were just trying to play real soccer, but there's no soccer being played here. Like, it was like piles of snow.
Yeah.
There was no like getting the snow off of the field other than in the 18-yard box, because I think it was pretty like last minute that the weather changed.
Okay.
So I guess when it's snowing and you shouldn't just try to dribble, you just gotta like, I don't know. You just gotta kick it. You gotta like juggle it. There's no dribbling.
Yeah, there's no training for that type of thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
that was my first cap. It was a memorable one.
yeah. Was that like an insane moment for you to put on that jersey, especially going from that injury that is so hard to get over? I mean, every female athlete basically knows about it, right?
We have our, wait, I can't show because I have the pack, but we have our injuries.
Yeah. Yeah,
scars.
It's unending.
Yeah, you know, I feel like the injuries were tough in the moment, but I feel like they were good lessons for me, and just like being forced to be away from the game made me love it even more, and just appreciate like putting the jersey on and playing in front of a big crowd and representing my country or my team. So in that moment, especially with the first game, it was such a surreal moment to like walk into the locker room, have my name on the jersey. I was 21 back then, not 13, because I just took whatever jersey was left.
Yeah.
I waited till Christine Lilly retired to get the 13.
That's awesome.
It's obviously one thing to represent your country, but it's another thing to do it in a World Cup. talk to us about the 2011 World Cup. Obviously, being the person to score the goal, to send the country to the World Cup is crazy as well. Like,
Yeah.
what is that moment like?
Yeah, we actually going into the World Cup, we didn't qualify immediately, and we had to go to another round of qualifiers where we played Italy in a home and away series. And I was really new on the team. I was maybe getting 5 or 10 minutes in a game. Come in, I want to say with 5 minutes left in the game, and got the goal to win and put us ahead for our home series. And then we play in a World Cup and make it all the way to the final, lose in the final, but it was just, it's like when you're so close to you, like getting that championship and just falling short. We wanted to make sure that we would win the next time we came around to that big moment. And so this is special for me because it was like that taste of like success, and it was that almost feeling, but like, I don't want to be on this losing side ever again. So this jersey is special.
Is this from the Brazil game, this one, or is this?
I think it is from the Brazil game. Yeah, it's from when Abby knocked in the goal with her head in the 122nd minute, 121st minute, from like a crazy cross from Pino, and then she's celebrating. I'm like jumping on her. It was a cool moment.
Were you able to, obviously you became the first player in that World Cup to ever score an assist in a World Cup final. Were you able to enjoy that in the moment, or were you just focused on the fact you lost the World Cup at that point?
I felt like when I scored, we were winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like it was like, this is over. We're winning this game. Like no questions asked. And I was on top of the world. Like I just scored. Like I'm gonna be the hero. I'm like the youngest player on the team. This is incredible. And then we don't. They score again, and then we score, and they score again, and then penalties didn't go our way. But it was. It also just made me realize like how sometimes it takes a little bit of luck. It takes a little bit of being on the right side of history sometimes. And I felt like we were the better team that day, but we weren't at the top of the podium, and we had a chance to play Japan again a year later in the Olympics.
Obviously, throughout a career like this, you got one of your swaps here. Were you big on swaps? Did you get any good swaps throughout it?
Yeah, I was actually really big on jersey swaps. I wanted to keep at least one of every style, but throughout the years. But other than that, I would give some to family, or I would swap with some players. This one is actually my most favorite because me and Eugenie Lesamer both have very similar career paths, whereas we started pretty young on the team, and both played for our national teams for many years, scored many goals. I actually got to play with her at Lyon. So just to swap jerseys when we both were nobodies in the grand scheme of things. And now just looking at the career she had, I was going through all my jerseys and I cherish this one a lot.
That's great. I think we should head over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here, there's a jersey that I really want to talk about. This is seen as one of the most collectible jerseys you played in, the Waldo shirt, right?
Yes, this is actually my favorite jersey.
Okay.
And it's kind of controversial. I feel like some people hate it, but I loved it. And a lot of good memories. It was really early in my career too, so a lot of goals.
I think it's such a great kit, and it's like I said, it's a really hard to find kit. These just don't exist out there in the wild.
Yeah, no, it's tough, and also if you'll see the front too, we only have the 2 stars, so it's obviously before 2015 when we got our 3rd star, and this is the old school crest too, because we did like the whole rebrand, or US Soccer did the whole rebrand, so these jerseys are cherished for me.
Yeah, I remember being younger and looking at this jersey and wanting it so badly, but I never got my hands on it, and oh my goodness, from that moment, there was never a kit after that I didn't buy when I had the chance.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Good thing I know someone who has a couple. So.
Sweet. Speaking of memories, one memory that I really it hits home to me. I was sitting in my friend's basement during this goal against Canada in the last few minutes, I just could not believe it. Me and my friends were like screaming. How does it feel in that moment to score such a late goal? Like something that's so wild that I couldn't even imagine.
It was actually so wild for me too in the moment, like so wild. So we just talked about how Abby scored in the World Cup in 2011
Yeah.
at like the 121st minute. So the 123rd minute rolls around in the semifinal against Canada. Like we score, then Christine Sinclair scores, then we score again, then Christine Sinclair scores. I want to say Canada, but it was literally just Sink because she was unstoppable that game. And we're like, damn, like, can we get a break here? So it's 3-3, 3 extra minutes of time and of injury time after the extra time. And the ball comes in the air. Typically Abby would be the one heading it home, but it comes straight to me. I get my head on it, goes in the back of the net, and it's still to this day the most special goal. And I can like still just recreate like the feeling that I had in the moment of just almost like disbelief. Like I kept like checking the net, like it is in the back of the goal, like it's happening. We're going to the Olympic final, and getting that redemption from the year before. So this is definitely a special time for me. And this jersey in particular is earlier that year where we actually were playing against Canada in the Olympic qualifiers. So we played them then, and then we played them 6 months later. But this is the game that I had my first start ever with the national team.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm holding like a bit of football shirt
Yeah.
history there. Do you want to hold it for a minute?
I mean, I would love to. I'd be honored. That is so
Hopefully
cool.
I washed it. I don't know.
We passed it around like it was a newborn baby. Do you want to hold it?
I don't hurt it. It's perfect. That is so cool. Like even like seeing the marks on it.
Oh yeah,
though.
it was a tough game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first start ever. Had to
Yeah.
work my way up to it, and then had that spot for a good amount of
And
time.
then you get through to the gold medal match in front of 80,000 people at Wembley.
More than 80,000 people. Yeah, it was packed.
Yeah.
Playing against Japan again, a year later after we had lost to them. And surprisingly enough, on that day, I don't feel like we were the better team, but we were standing on the top of the podium that day. And a year before, I felt like we deserved it, and we lost. So it was really nice redemption for us to get that Olympic gold. That was my first major championship. So it was a special one, and my Olympic gold medal is like locked away.
I can't believe
sure.
it. So that's insane.
I only take it out like if I need to. Otherwise, I'm like, no, sorry, it's locked away there.
That is so special.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And when you were 24, you were named as one of the players on the best women's team of all time. What is that pressure like?
And at the time, I was looking up to Abby Wambach, and we were playing as a 4-4-2, so it was me and her up top. She was scoring a ton of goals. I started, and I got my first start in January of 2012, and that year we actually played something crazy, like almost 30 games with the national team because there was no professional league.
Yeah.
The league had just folded the year before. So our national team was kind of like our professional team in a way. It was our club team. And I think I got like 28 goals and 21 assists or something that season with my national team, which was kind of my club team. So that was definitely, if you look at like stats, that was the biggest year for me. So then to like get to the moment that being 24 years old and being considered one of the best players, it almost felt like my like career just skyrocketed so quickly. I honestly was like, what is even happening? Because it went from me just like trying to claw into the team to now being like a household name and being considered one of the best in the world. And it felt really quick.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't quick, it like looking back, I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
We spoke enough about the 2011 game as well. Obviously, you got the redemption in the 2012 Olympics, but nothing bigger than a World Cup final, obviously. You step into the locker room, Morgan 13, right there, ready for a World Cup final. What is that feeling going into a World Cup final, knowing, like, I can't imagine how you process that starting in a World Cup final.
Yeah, it's this year was really tough for me because I had a lot of injuries. So I went into the tournament not starting because I wasn't game fit. So I had to work my way into the fitness levels. I think by the quarters I was back starting, or maybe the last game of group stage. just, my body wasn't feeling 100%. So it just to walk into the locker room, see my jersey, know that we were playing again, Japan, in a final, and at a game, an important game, a World Cup final that we hadn't won in, what was it, 16 years? Yeah. It had been many World Cups since we had won, and so getting the third star on that jersey, it was a long time coming, and that was also kind of the last time before Abby Wambach, Christy Rampone, Shannon Box, Lauren Cheney, so many of these iconic teammates of mine had their last game.
So we're going to talk about a bit about jersey evolution. Obviously, this one here, you've got the world champion patch on.
We got some customers. Do you want a jersey? A Morgan one? Or...
We're only selling Morgan today.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we were saying before, we were rudely interrupted.
Yeah, by actually paying customers.
We're going to talk about some jerseys you've played in throughout your career. We've got a long sleeve one here. When we were looking through your career, there's a lot of long sleeve images. Were you a long sleeve fan?
I am a long sleeve fan, yes. And so I pulled this one out of my huge bin of jerseys because this was the first long sleeve jersey that they made. We always had the compression underneath, but they actually made long sleeve jerseys now, and you just told them before the game, do you want short sleeve or long sleeve or both? So I was always a long sleeve girl.
How did you feel about the progression of kits throughout your career as time went on? Did you notice anything?
I just felt like the quality got better. What Nike always came to us saying is, we want you to feel like it's not bothering you. We want you to feel like you can go out and play and not feel like you're being distracted by what you're wearing. So I definitely feel like it got better. And for me, this long sleeve is one of my favorite because I feel like it's actually the lightest. It's really stretchy, and it was just probably the most comfortable jersey.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, well, speaking of evolution, I want to bring you right over here, and I have a very exciting talk for us.
All right, let's do it.
So, going back to evolution, now there's a ton of evolution in the kits and there's a ton of evolution in playing style and whatnot, but one thing that I really want to talk about is the evolution that you and your teammates created when it comes to women's rights and women's equality within the sport, but also outside of the sport. I think for me, growing up in women's sports, it didn't really hit me that there was inequality until this lawsuit came up, right?
Yeah.
And I remember speaking to people and them telling me there's no reason for them to be fighting that, and it didn't process for me. And then from that point, that's when I became really, really passionate about the women's game and about equal rights and whatnot. And how did it feel to go from playing on this team, representing it, but also fighting for your rights?
You just get so empowered by being around strong women every day, and everyone is a big personality, and everyone has their own advocacy that they feel strongly about. But one thing that was common between of us all and of previous generations of the national team is fighting for the next generation to be put in a better place than they were. And so just as an evolution of that for us, filing the lawsuit against our employer was a really scary moment, but it was also just the next step that we had to take when it came to the previous generations fighting for what we had. And actually, as you look at this jersey above me here, you're like, why is Wambach wearing number 13? But that's actually my jersey, and we had an opportunity one game to wear the last name of an idol or a hero of our choice. And so for me, it was Abby Wambach, because she carried the torch for so long for our team, and she was the one that spoke up and spoke out to so many of these issues, especially the inequalities that we were faced as female footballers. And And so this is definitely a special jersey for me to be able to just have honored her in that game.
Yeah, I think one thing that's really cool about Wambach is that she's from Rochester, and I grew up an hour away from Rochester.
Oh, okay.
So all of that like coming together, I mean, women's football was huge where I'm from.
Yeah.
And so that, everything about that, I mean, my whole entire team, my coach, everyone, we were all rallying for you guys throughout it. And I just have to like say thank you for being one of the women out of so many women who fight for us every single day, because I know that you continued to even past that, especially during your pregnancy, having your kid with you, traveling and playing, and I mean now you just continue to speak about it, and I think that's just amazing.
Thank you so much. I feel like the women before me, Abby, Mia, Lil, whoever it was that was before that, you know, really carried the torch in that moment, knew the responsibility they had, and they, you know, they did their part at the time, and then they passed the torch. Abby passed that to me and some of the other players on the team to continue to carry on the legacy of the women's national team and to continue to fight for not only more but equal, which we now have and are very proud of. It's one of my proudest moments. We can talk about all the goals I scored, all the games I played in, but achieving equal pay is by far one of my most proud moments in my life.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry, but what are you doing?
We need to talk.
Great, okay.
We're having a moment here.
Yeah, I'm literally crying. Take a hint.
We're having a moment.
Yeah, okay, well,
He wants to sip tea.
I mean, typical men, right? Come
Literally.
on. Okay.
I don't know, am I right? Come on.
All right.
Okay, well, let's move over here.
We'll move on. We'll move on. That was a nice moment.
Went to an ODP camp and got Abby to sign one of my socks when I was younger, and my older sister.
Did it make a lasting impact for you?
Oh my gosh,
moment?
my whole entire family, we all played soccer. Every single one of us have torn our ACLs, by the way. I have 3 sisters.
Wow.
I remember like putting on a jersey to go to practice and whatnot, putting our hair up like Ali Krieger or like Abby Wambach.
Yeah.
Or like however you like, just like pretending to be you guys, right? And that's how we would channel that like strength within us to go and play. It just really stuck with us, and I think that I'm just one person out of like the millions of people that you guys probably inspired.
Yeah, but that's so great. I mean, it's like one little moment maybe that Abby did can make such a lasting impact, and it's just really cool because I feel like it's just women lifting other women up.
Yeah.
Women like paving the way for the next women to take their place, which is really what we've always fought for.
And it's so much more powerful than people think. Like, I think that I preach about it a ton. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and some people just don't get it, but when you really deep dive into it, you see how like these tiny steps just add up so quickly, and they've really brought us to a great point so far, but we still have a ton of work to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, come on.
So back to anyway, sorry to interrupt, guys. As the Englishman
Did you get me
here,
tea?
no, so.
Great.
Well,
A little parched, but it's fine.
Do you like tea? I couldn't be an Englishman here and not talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Can
You would kill me, but I like iced tea.
Yes.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, just.
I like sipping tea
Do you?
on a soccer field
What like that?
after I score a goal against England in particular, actually. It's probably the only time.
Yeah, isn't that the only celebration you've ever like done, like pre-prepared or?
Pretty much. I didn't even pre-prepare it. It was like, I kind of walked on the bus to the game and I had coffee. And I like pretended to like drink my coffee with my pinky up, and I was like, it's kind of funny, we're playing against England, and like, I don't know. And then when I scored, it just happened. Like I didn't plan it out.
This is one of the things, right? I think it's I love it. What a moment! Like, I love the moment, and like, people need to talk. People need to talk about sports.
Yeah.
And like, that was such a huge moment that it caused so much uproar over something that was like, English people were like, oh, we've got great senses of humor, and then everyone got so triggered by it. I was like, well, maybe
So
we don't.
true.
I was like,
Yeah.
Everyone got so precious about it. It was
I
insane.
know. Leave our tea alone. It wasn't even tea. I was just pretending.
Yeah, well, it was a big moment. I feel like the sliding doors moment for English football as well. Like, our Lionesses have gone on to be just amazing now. And, like,
Yeah.
it's like the crown jewel of our football at the minute. It's like insane
Yeah.
what they've gone on to do. But anyway, back to your career. Enough about England. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to give this to you, Rose. And I'm going to go put my saucer down.
So the 2019 World Cup. So much pressure because everyone's like, this is the best team in the world. They have to win everything.
Yeah.
And what does that feel like for you and your team?
There was actually a ton of pressure because talking about our lawsuit that we filed against U.S. Soccer, that was in March of 2019. Then we go and we play in the World Cup in June. And if we don't win, then all of this that we've fought for, that we've talked about, the lawsuit we filed, like, we don't have as big of a case if we don't win.
Yeah.
And like, almost like shove it in their face, like, see, we told you. So we had to like follow up with that. And I think when you unite people together and bonded by something that is like greater than you, with the lawsuit and with the equal pay, just fight in general, and knowing just how much of an effect this can have in women's sports globally, I think it just like gave us a bigger like spark and united front that you couldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, I feel like this World Cup just meant so much to me. I remember crying at the end of it, but I feel like I'm a big crier, so I don't know if that really counts at this point.
No, I think we're all crying at the end of it, for sure. I mean, there were a lot of moments. Like, there was moments where, you know, we played against Spain and we won by just a penalty, and we thought we were going to win a little more easily, and they gave it to us. And then we play England, they get a penalty, we save it. Like, we're fighting back and forth. We get to the Netherlands and it's like the final, and we feel like we're having to like claw our way into the game. I end up drawing the penalty with Pino scoring it, but there's just a lot of moments that like one little bit doesn't go your way that day, and we aren't sitting here talking about how there was now another star on there.
Yeah, crazy. And I think the one really cool thing at the end of it was how much you guys celebrated.
Oh yeah.
Like,
We celebrated
unapologetically. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think that was super exciting, especially looking at it and being like someone who, you know, you're always told to be prim and proper, right? But I feel like you guys were like...
No, it's like when you're so proud of something and you're in a pressure cooker for so long and you're under all this scrutiny and you're being watched, everything you do is finally like, when we took this jersey off, we're like, all right, we deserve and have earned the right to like party and go out late and do fun stuff together now and not care about what people are saying about us, because you did it. We deserved it. Yeah. We did it. Exactly.
Yeah, you earned all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys had your very candid conversation about equality over there, and I wanted to touch on quickly the work that you guys are doing together. Like, the Everyone Watches Women's Sports shirt is so cool, and it is everywhere.
I was in South Carolina when I first saw it. I was in an oyster bar.
Really?
And I looked over because I saw the shirt and I read it. And I was like, that is so cool, what?
Yeah.
And I feel like I almost like got chills from it, because seeing something like that in person, especially like growing up in an area where you're like always pushing to like validate yourself and like say like, no, I am good at what I'm doing, like I deserve this. Then seeing like a grown man wearing that in public, like no shame whatsoever about it, was so cool. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And now my sisters all own it, and it's really, really sick.
That's really the idea behind it, is we wanted anyone and everyone to be able to wear it. Kids, adults, men, women, didn't matter. We just wanted people to know that women's sports are valued, these female athletes are valued. It's a female athlete-owned media company, and so when we put out that merch, it just hit right away. And now it's global too. We were able to partner with Nike and make that global. So
I've seen a lot of it in rugby too.
Yeah.
Like all over rugby.
we've partnered with a lot of the other sports like tennis at the US Open, rugby, soccer, basketball, volleyball. There's been a lot of collaborations.
Isn't that
It's been
crazy
fun.
though? Like looking
And now
at the
soccer
ripple effect.
jerseys, we have it now as a jersey sponsor for the London City Lionesses.
Yeah, so cool. And I mean, what an insane sponsor to have. I would be so honored to have that. Like
That's
so
going to be
many-
a collector's
yeah.
item.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
We
if
need to get
there's-
some in here.
Yeah, I have mine at home, but I wasn't bringing that because I was the first to get it. Other
Really?
than the players, I was like, I need that jersey, and I was like, I want it in white, in black, in blue. They're like, we only have blue. I'm like, well, get me on that first
Yeah.
shipment for the other one. So yeah.
So, we're up here at the heights of classic football shirts now.
Yep.
We need to talk about a couple of things. 200 appearance jersey, that is great, right?
Yeah, 200 caps, which doesn't come by often for players. So this is definitely a special one for me, and one that I cannot let you keep here because there's only one of those.
Is there a chance we can keep any of them?
No.
So you started off, obviously, you said for the national team you wore 21, then you wore 13, and ended with 7.
Yeah.
Why 7?
Well, here's the thing is I was 13 my whole career after I got 13 from Christine Lilly. And I actually wasn't supposed to be going to this tournament last year. And they were trying out younger players. I was in my last year of playing, but a player got hurt. And so I got the call like less than 24 hours before the tournament, and they were like, we want you to come in and play, but the only thing is someone else has 13. So you have to wear the player's number who got injured. So it's number 7. I was like, all right, let's do it. Like, let's play with it. So I just had a little guest appearance with number 7.
And like an amazing bookend to the career at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Before we can bookend this interview though, so it's nice, see what I did there, textbook that.
Yeah, that's witty.
You've got 5 minutes to go around the store and pick out any shirts you want to take home with you. We're going to leave you to that, and
All
we'll
right.
meet you downstairs.
Okay, I've been eyeing a bunch of jerseys, so I gotta narrow it down. This is insane. I think these are them, but I want one for my daughter Charlie. So
Okay.
gotta go to the kids section.
Over this way.
Ooh, she would love pink.
That's such a good kit too.
She would actually love this.
Yeah.
It's the only pink one too. Servando would want me to get this for her.
You can get both.
For sure. She won't wear this. This is black. Sorry, Mexico.
An amazing selection of jerseys there. I think great choices. I feel weird saying the word jersey, but it's kits to me. You know,
Kits.
yeah.
Shirts?
Shirts,
Kits,
football
yeah.
shirts, yeah. But
right.
I think you've done so well there. Like unreal choices, reflecting on the career. I think I just that conversation between you guys there was
Yeah,
really, really great.
unreal.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for today. It was awesome taking a little we kind of went down memory lane a little bit.
Yeah.
And then just also got nostalgic with all these jerseys too. Not my own, but the ones that I selected. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah, of course.
Well, make sure to use the code AWAYDAYS at checkout on classic football shirts to save yourself 10% on every shirt online, ships worldwide. Also, just a huge thanks to Rose as well. It really smashed it. And I want to say one more time, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. And also, if you are looking for football shirt content, make sure to subscribe too. I've been Ellis, this has been Rose, this has been Alex Morgan. Ciao, ciao, bye.
So
Put it all the way over where it's on your neck first. No, like almost like almost like a necklace.
Yeah?
Okay. Now, here, hold on. Okay. Now do this. And then. Perfect.
There we go.